Hello? I can't hear you. Can you please unmute, Siswele? Unmute your mic.
I'm trying. I'm trying now.
Okay, I can hear you. Just yes, it's going on and off now. Yes, I think it's okay. I don't know why it is going on and off. Leave it like that. It's fine now. Can you hear me? Oh no. Uh, all right, we're still having a technical issue there with Siswele. She's trying to set herself there. Ah, Siswele, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. And welcome to KNR Siswele. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine, Mr. Ngesi. How are you?
I am fine as well. I'm fine as well. I just want us to quickly go into it because I know your hands are full. Well, time check now. It is exactly 2:15, and this is KNR. It's radio according to you. We are closing off Transport Month, October, which was declared in October 2005 to raise awareness of the important role of transport in the economy and to encourage participation from civil society in and business, including the provision of safe and more affordable, accessible, and reliable transport system in the country. During this year's Transport Month, the Department of Transport and its entities showcased transport infrastructure services in aviation, maritime, public transport, and roads. The month was also used to further advance the country's road safety initiatives while also creating awareness on the economic benefits of this particular sector. In line with 2023 Transport Month theme, infrastructure that sustains livelihoods, we will profile the two entities, that is South African National Roads Agency Limited, siyaziyo kakhulu ukuthi nguSanral, and the Air Traffic and Navigation Services on their role in the transport sector. Now, Siswelekazi, I just want you to I want to welcome you first and foremost to the program and for granting us time. And of course, this interview is brought to you by GCIS in the Eastern Cape. Briefly tell us about Sanral, Siswelekas. What do you do at Sanral?
Thank you, Mr. Ngesi. Sanral is a national public entity incorporated and established in accordance with the South African National Roads Agency Limited and National Road Act of 1998. It is a state-owned entity under the National Department of Transport, which is mandated with management, maintenance, and develop of South African national road network. We construct roads and bridges.
Yes, I hear you well, and I'm sure our listeners do understand. If you have any question or clarity, you can just send us a message on 066 137 2723. Now, we have seen throughout the province on our national roads the road infrastructure development projects that are underway. Can you take us through, Siswele, some of the key projects that Sanral is managing in the province?
Thank you, Mr. Engels. There's a lot which is Sanral doing. If I can mention, we've got the mega project which is happening, which is called N2 Wild Coast. project, which is we've got two major bridges. One is Mthentu Bridge, which is still under construction. We're in the infant stage with the contracting of that bridge, which is under Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Then there is another bridge which is at Ingquza Hill, a local municipality, which is Sikaba Bridge. That one, it's in its mid stage. Where it's a very interesting and very powerful piece of engineering, which is exciting us. In between, there will be roads which are constructed. We call that area, it's a greenfield, because there was no road there. So after we've finished this construction, we will be able to shorten the traveling between these two provinces, that is KZN and also Eastern Cape, that is to maybe to East London, 80 kilometers. Then we've got also other project where there are project whereby we are in the final stages of those projects. We've got in Ngatu project to Solo Junction. You can see there's a work there. We've got also another project we've just finished, which is between Fort Bedford and Alice. If somebody knows that road, it was terrible, but now we've finalized that project. We can say Wenakith Eastern Cape is a construction site, because if you travel maybe from the border side in the Western Cape side, from Kouga local municipality, there is a project which we are doing there. When you are also in between Van Staden and there is another project which is Sanral is currently doing. If you continue with N2, the last phase between Grahamstown or Makanda local municipality going up to Ingquza local municipality, there is a project there which is currently also in each infant stage also. You drive through up to King Williamstown, the Green River project. You can see there's a lot of magnificent work there also, which is done on that area. On the side, also in the Buffalo City, on the side of between East London and King Williamstown, when we are going to Bisho, that turn off, there's a work which is currently being done by Sanral there. Also, you continue with R63 from Bisho to UN6. There is also work which is currently happening there, which is also, it's one of the road which we've been crying that we need to expand it. Then from Bisho, 20 kilometers to not from N6, sorry, from N6 20 kilometers, I think so, from the border of Great Kai up to N2 in that R63 stretch of road. There's work there. Also, I think you will be starting very soon. There's a lot, Keith. I will take your time because there's a lot Sanral is doing in each and every district. Joe
Yeah.
Gabi, Alfred Nzo, and Amatole. There's a lot which is Sanral is doing. That's why I'm saying we're a construction site.
Indeed, Eastern Cape is a construction site. I'm sure people that are listening, each and every area that you are pointing out, they can see the evidence that something is happening. Now, I just want to know what role and benefit do these projects have in providing economic opportunities to individuals, small, medium, and developing enterprises in terms of subcontracting, employment, and supplying of materials?
Yes, thank you, Keith. As you've indicated that we've agreed, both of us, that Eastern Cape is a construction site. It means that there are a lot of opportunities for what targeted enterprise SMMEs in all these projects. And what is nice with Sanral, we start with the local, meaning that particular area, that there in that particular area, that particular municipality where the project is constructed, the SMME, they should be the one who are benefiting, especially grade ones and grade twos. We make it a point through the structures within the project that those people are able to benefit them. 30% is the minimum in our Sanral projects. Then also, in terms of labor, what Sanral is emphasizing, that labor should be in the affected areas. That is, when we are talking about labor, there is skilled and unskilled labor. Our first point of entry is the targeted area. Then I want to also say that there is packages which are for just designated groups. That is, you'll find your women, your youth, your military veterans, and your disabled people. You find that in each and every project, there's supposed to be packages which is for those designated groups. So in terms of opportunities for SMMEs, in terms of employment opportunities, and also in terms of training, because also in our projects, there are training which are supposed to be done by the main contractor, working through our structures like your project liaison committee. So what I'm trying to say, there's a lot in terms of supplying. We usually say that let's start at local level. If we can't get that thing, we can move out maybe to the district, local to us, starting from the municipality. Then we can move to the district, then to the whole of the province. So I can summarize it by saying that our targeted enterprise, that is the SMMEs, are able to benefit in our project and Sanral. And also the labor, as I've said, that with the labor it's key, because we know that Eastern Cape it's one of the rural provinces with high unemployment rate. So in terms of the labor, we start at a local level to be able to get to give those opportunities to our people. Training, I've talked about it. And also, maybe if I can go further to say that there are also bursaries and scholarship for our students who wanted to further more in terms of their studies. Although we've already closed, because in terms of our bursary, we've closed on the 30th of September. But I want to talk about it to say that on the 1st of June 2024, you can apply. Those who are able to want to do civil engineering. We also extend it also to other fields like supply chain, procurement, and also human resource. So you can apply. Go to our website. We are able to see everything there.
Right. I hear you so well, but my follow-up question to that as well is that the implementation of these huge projects that you're talking about involves stakeholder and community engagement sessions where you must get a collective buy-in from all sectors for you to successfully build roads and bridges in the province, in fact, and beyond. How does Sanral navigate and succeed in such processes and engagements, because at times people's homes and property must be relocated to make way for new developments?
Thank you, Keith. Now I can safely say we do an intensive engagement. Fortunately, I'm the one who's dealing with the area of stakeholder engagement. So intensive stakeholder engagement. Uh, I usually pride myself by saying that we're just, even if you don't know anything and you don't understand anything, we're just a phone call away as Sanral. When we do this engagement, let's take it that there is a project which will be implemented in the next 3 to 4 years in a certain area. I'm the first one to go there, starting with the municipality and engage the municipality. Then we move on to the communities. Then the communities after that, the reason, if for instance, regarding to the communities, if there are land acquisition issues, you know that most there are people, the custodians of land, sometimes are the traditional leaders and so forth. So we go to those areas, and then there is a team at Sanral which is dealing with the land acquisition processes, because at the same time we don't want to enforce things to the communities. We need to engage the communities
Yes.
as much as possible. Then from there, we consult all the stakeholders, because as much as there are communities, there are other interested parties. We usually also consult those stakeholders. It can be business people, SMMEs, and also the municipalities themselves, and the communities. They should have representatives in our structures. Then we have say something about the designated groups, the women, the youth, the military veterans, and also the disabled people. We need to have them in our in our PLC, which is one of the structures which assist and make to ensure that the project runs smooth, and all the opportunities and benefits are able to be taken to the relevant communities. Then also we're able to consult even the traditional leaders, because this thing of us turning a blind eye to think that no, if we consulted the municipality only, no, it doesn't work. Remember, there are traditional leaders, the people who are able to give guidance and so forth,
Yes.
especially with community issues. There are also various stakeholders, like you find that like for instance the transport industry, the taxi people are one of the stakeholders which we needed to consult. So we usually
Okay.
have those consultation. We have big events like taking Sanral to the people, whereby we invite all of the stakeholders and talk about the projects and the policies of Sanral in those. By that, we're making the point that when the project is starting, when there is a main contractor there, everybody's on board and knows what is expected and the
Yeah.
different roles. And with all these stakeholders, we form a structure which is called the Project Liaison Committee. Immediately we've got that Project Liaison Committee, that's where we're able to discuss issues and ensure that the project runs smooth. At the same time, opportunities which have been which are supposed to benefit by the different constituencies are able to be touched, to be discussed in the PLC. So that's the way we engage intensively, extensively, in order for people to know that Sanral is there. As much as we are there to construct roads, but we want also to, when we are leaving, we're leaving the legacy that when this road was constructed, at least there were families which were in terms of poverty and so forth, which were taken out of poverty and so forth. Thank you.
All right. All right, Siswele, because of time, I know you also have other programs running. Sanral is extremely busy. Just give us the contact information for our listeners if they want to make a follow up or they want clarity on these issues that you have raised.
Thank you. It's 082 933
082 933
44
44.
94.
Okay, that number again, 083 double nine.
082.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
let's go
oh
again.
08. Yes. Okay.
082 933 4494.
082 933 4494. That's the number.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you very much. Thank you very much, Siswele. Thank you for your time. And I'm sure abantu kuninzi abakuzuzileyo into ekumandi ngayo ke ezinto uthetha ngazo zisemehlweni abantu. Siyabulela kakhulu.
Ndiyabulela nam ku-KNR ngexesha losipha ndibulele naku-GCIS. Enkosi kakhulu.
All right, thank you very much. Lowo ke ngusis Welekazi Ndika ophuma phaya kwaSanral esixelela ke kambe ngemisebenzi emininzi abayenzayo apha ephondweni nachazayo ke kambe lokubana le misebenzi izisa amathuba engqesho abapheleli apho ke kambe bayanikezela nangezibonelelo zokufunda kubantwana abafuna ulandela esi sakhono sokwakha indlela chilo ke kambe into yokubana bayafumaneka nabani na ofuna ukubuza nto afuna uyibuza yekanomyayi le inumber ikhuphileyo akakhupha nge-toll free number ngu-082 933 4494. That number again 082 933 4494. Sizawuzipha ithuba ke ngoku khe siyokhangela elinye igosa esizawuthetha nalo sisaphethe lo mcimbi wendlela apha ephondweni. Kodwa ke masiqale nje sikhangele intwanana yengoma lo mzuzu sikhupha usisiwelekazi ngolu hlobo.
Hello.
Hi, sis Anele, can you hear me? Yandiva.
Yes, I'm able to hear you, Puti.
All right, hold the line, sis Anele.
Okay.
All right.
Nini? Send me. Okay, nini foni yako.
Alright, sibuyile ke thina siyibambile inkqubo yethu 23 minutes to 3 now. You're still listening to Kids Ngesi Radio. It's radio according to you, but today it's radio according to GCIS. It's radio according to Sanral kwakunye naye ke Air Traffic and Navigation Services. Besitshila lokusathi sivala lenyanga yezothutho eyathi ke yabhengezwa ngokusesikweni ngo-2005 ukuzama ke kambe ukuzisa ulwazi nokubaluleka kwezothutho ezindleleni kuquka noqoqosho lwendlela kukhuthazwa ke kwangaxesha linye intatho nxaxheba from uluntu nje jikelele kwakunye nakosomashishini. During this year's Transport Month, the Department of Transport and its entities showcased transport infrastructure services in aviation, maritime, public transport, and roads. The month was also used to further advance the country's road safety initiatives while also creating awareness of the economic benefits of the sector. Eke now sinaye ke ngoku u sisi u Miss Mayekiso usisi Anele Mayekiso yena ke ophuma phaya kwa traffic air traffic and navigation services besithi ke thina ngesixhosa licandelo lezophapho aba bantu babhabha phaya ngaba kunjalo sisi Anele.
Injalo tata. Umsebenzi wethu is to keep safe skies. I-aeroplanes ingangquzulani phezulu. Injalo.
Alright, mandigqithe nje nakulena ndidla ngobona abantu ababhabhisa ii-drones. Ingaba nazo ii-drones niyazijonga niyazilayisensa uqinisekisa into yoba akuvele kubhabhe nje i-drone engaziwayo esithubeni.
Siyazijonga tata yonke into ehambayo in the airspace. Kangangoba ke xa usowuthetha nge-drones kwathina sinabantwana abenza i-training esibasponsorishayo.
Okay.
Abantwana abayi-22 abaphuma kwi-deep rural areas from across 5 provinces. So aba bantwana siyabasponsorisha. At the end of this training bazabe befumana i-certification in being i-pilot ye-drone.
Alright. Ya loo nto ke leyo yambangela ubana ndibe nomdla kulo mbuzo wam olandelayo ukuthi what services do inazi ke ANTS le offer and its role in the transport sector?
These services, the air traffic and navigation services, are those of navigating the flights in the airspace.
Okay.
ATNS I'm responsible for CSI, corporate social investment.
Oh, yeah.
Namhlanje, as part of the theme usiyakha apha kwi-October Transport Month, sithi siyakha nangoku ngalo mzuzu uthetha nam ndisesikolweni ezilalini enqusi e-Eastern Cape, isikolo yiDondashe Secondary School. I-ATNS apho ibuilde i-science laboratory, yadonata i-apparatus zale science, yabuilda i-learning center, and it also provided i-ICT equipment. So again, in that space that I am involved in, ATNS is active, and of course, this is aligning very well to the October Transport Month campaign.
All right, and tell me then, Sis Anele, this year, ATNS is actually celebrating 30 years of existence, with its theme it is celebrating over 30 years of safer African skies. What can you mention as your key milestones during this period?
During this time, we've been able to build in the space that I'm reporting on right now. We've been able to commit or assist Izgolo. In the past 5 years, I can confirm that we've invested 13 million because we want to see that is our air traffic control. Thank you.
Okay, yes, ndiyava nenatsika network iyasibetha kakhulu kulo mmandla okuwo, but we understand that you have various initiative programs that you implement in schools and villages around the country, as you have just alluded. Just tell us, is that all for this month, or there are other ATNS programs coming up?
One thing that is similar in all of them is that we only concentrate on the rural 1 to 2, and get we want active location. There are those times that we priority because does not. I'm sure you can hear there's a lot of noise around. But olo nisifumene njani umuntu de afike azofikelela njani kule ndawo, and I think it's the path for the improvement of especially those groups of schools that we find ourselves in these spaces.
Okay. All right. Sisanele kasichazele nje ke ngoku if umntu ufuna uqhagamshelana nani, if they just want to contact you for information or anything, banganifumana njani?
Sinayo i-website bhuti i-website yethu ngu-www.atns.co.za .com. It's www.atns.com, and then number yethu ye-phone that will connect you to anyone else in the business or any particular department is 011 607 1000.
All right, utsho ke usisanele Mayekiso ophuma phaya yena kwa-ANTS esithi bafumaneka kule website information ngabo www.atns.com. That website again www.atns.com okanye ubatsalele ke kule number 011 607 1000 011 607 1000. Thank you very much sisanele ngexesha lakho, niqhube kakuhle ke apho niguqula ubomi.
Okay, siyabulela tata, inkosi kakhulu.
All right, thank you so much. Nguye ke lowo uAnele Mayekiso ophuma phaya ATNS, abantu ke abajongene nezophapho ukhuseleko lwenqwelomoya eziphaya sibhakabhakeni. Xa uzibona zingangqubani, uzibona zifika ngamaxesha azo asikiweyo, bakhona abantu that are actually controlling le air traffic airspace phaya. Nani ke abantu abanempukane zenu i-drones anizibhabhisi nje naphina ningakhange nibe kanti nifumene imvume yoko, kuba kaloku yonke into edibanisa nesibhakabhaka okanye ubhabhebhe emoyeni ikhona i-body that is actually controlling into elolo hlobo ngabakwa ATNS. Sigqibile ke ngolo hlobo ke thina inkqubo yethu eyodwa nje ngumkhono ngokuphambi kwentsimbi yesithathu. Ngolo hlobo ke sizawunyanzeleka into yokubana sithi siyayishiya siyehla apha thina kula amaza invasion. Sixelela ke into yokubana zonke indlela ngoku zibheka phaya Port Alfred, nalapho kuhleli khona intsuku zintathu nje ziyalandelelana abakwa SIDA baza kube belapho. Ndingakukrobisa nje into yokubana uSIDA is hosting its 15th annual stakeholder forum at the Royal St Andrews Hotel at Port Alfred from the 1st lingomso ke to the 3rd of November 2023. Among the key activities planned as part of this event is the launch of the Entrepreneurs Unlimited Incubator in Makhanda local municipality, in Makhanda, via Grahamstown, by the Minister of Small Business Development, Stella Ndabeni Abrahams. The Minister will also hand over equipment to small business owners from Isara Batman District Municipality P, via Etiti Jonas Multi-Purpose Center in Port Alfred. Port Alfred ke ikula masipala kuthiwa yindlambe municipality nawo ophantsi kwesara Batman District Municipality. You can follow a live stream ke of all these proceedings and other activities phaya ku-SIDA's Facebook page at sida.bsbd, or listen to KNR for interviews and live broadcasts. We'll be broadcasting live from Payana. Ube usazi ke into yokubana eyona nto iphambili abayenzayo bayaqinisekisa into yokubana you, wena mntu uphulaphuleyo, wena mntu umameleyo, you are part of a growing economy by buying local from local entrepreneurs. Khona i-Black Business Forum ithi think black, buy black and support black business. Abo bantu ke that produce good quality products and provide professional services. That is very important, excellence with service. And then come to Airport Alfred Civic Center to experience this and interact and shop from over 40 local small businesses that hail from various parts of this province, beautiful province of the Eastern Cape. Show your love for local brands from Ungom. So, 1st November until the 3rd of November 2023. sawudibana khona ke lo umyalezo siwuphathelwa ngeminqweno emihle ngabakwa Small Enterprise Development Agency, an agency of the Department of Small Business Development. Cimba ke ndiyenzile imicimbi masikushiyeke le ntwana yengoma. Thina sawufunathela ke yonke nje i-KNR team will be broadcasting from Port Alfred tomorrow. Ningaphoswa ke masithi.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.
at Keith and Casey Radio.